studying in class 6 from Sindafana Public School, Manjula, district bid. Now, first of all, I'd like to thank all the organizers who gave me chance to speak here, and especially Sutar sir and everyone who organized this program. And due to that, this Astrophysicist Meet 2023 is successfully done. So that's a very nice thing for us. So without wasting the time, we will start our presentation. So first is the point we want to meet by the organizers was Mars colonization. So this is the actual image of Mars. How the Mars looks. So we can see that there are some craters, and from first only we could see some mountains also. Means we could guess that there could be mountains. Then there could be craters. So we could see, and here on the south pole we could see that there is ice caps. Means that whitish layer is ice caps. Next please. So I have divided this Mars colonization into 5 points. The first is Earth and the Mars. Then second, why would we want to live on the Mars? Then third is challenges of the living on the Mars. Fourth, what we need to bring from the Earth. And fifth is we want to go to Mars. So the first, Earth and the Mars. Now this is the comparison between Earth and Mars, how Earth and Mars are different. So the diameter of Earth is 12,746 kilometers, and that of Mars is 6,805 kilometers. Means if we take 12,746 and 6,805 kilometers, that is actually means nearby it is half of that of Earth. Means the Mars planet is half of that of Earth. Now gravity. Now gravity of Earth. We say the gravity of Earth as G, gravitational acceleration constant, and that gravitational acceleration constant of Earth is 9.807 meter per second square, and Mars G means that is 0.38 G. If you take the gravity of Earth as 100, the Mars gravity will be 38 parts that of 100, and that is nearby 2.5 times of Earth's gravity. And the gravity of Mars is 3.721 meter per second square. And we will check about the moons. Now Earth, as we all know, Earth has its own moon, Luna. So there is one theory that once upon a time one Mars-sized object came and hit the Earth, and due to that collision between that object and the Earth, that time that all the gravity, the mass came out, and the gravitational pull keep them together and make a round. So we have theory that as this like this the moon came. So there is a theory that once upon a time in the asteroid belt, the asteroids came out of their orbit from the sun and went towards the Mars, and Mars captured them into its orbit, and due to that they are the moons. Now Phobos and the Deimos. We will talk about the gravity of the moons. The gravity of moon, which is our moon, which is known as Luna. So Luna's gravity is 1.62 meter per second square, and that of Phobos. Now Phobos is 1/1000 times gravity of that Earth has, and it has a gravitational pull of 0.057 meter per second square. And the Deimos, which is the smaller moon of the Mars, it has a gravitational pull of nearby 0.003 meter per second square, which is less than that of Phobos. Next slide. Why would we want to live on the another planet? So we all know we are humans, right? So from 2.4 million years we are living on the Earth. We see from this much time we are living on the Earth. So what reason is that? So we have to leave the Earth. Means leaving the Earth is very big challenge for us. So we will talk the why we have to leave our planet. So first is survive asteroid impacts. Now as we all know, we have a theory that once one 10 kilometer diameter asteroid came towards the Earth and hit the Earth in the Gulf of the Mexico, and there a very big crater formed, and due to that the asteroid went extinct. We have this theory. So if this happens Now, means in 2029, Apophis asteroid, which is coming near the Earth in April 2029. So when it will come closer to the Earth, that time it will come 3 times closer that of Moon to the Earth, and it could hit the Earth. We can't say anything there. And to survive the future, we have to go on the another planet. So next is population growth. Population growth is the one of the major problem on the Earth. Now we all know that that there is data from population that every second there are four new childs birth in the world. This one and 2 deaths per second. So if we check, there are 2 extras in the world per second. And if now it's very easy that if the population increases, the resources we will need, food, water, electricity, then air, these all the demand for these all resources will also increase, and if demand increases, these resources will getting less, and when they will get less, the future generation can't see those resources, electricity, food, water. So we need to shift mostly half of the population on the another planet, so that everything gets stable. That is also point. Develop many new technologies and systems. We could develop many new technologies now. Means it is going to be the very big event for the humanity that we humans are also living on another planet. So that would be a very good thing for humanity. We will make new technologies for that. Develop global view of Earth. Now most of the people in world, and especially in India also, they don't trust astronomy. We all know. And if we went on the another planet and if we went on the another planet and we will sit there, means be there, and the whole world will be knowing that humans have gone onto the another planet also. So this will develop the global view of the Earth, and people will be studying more about the astronomy, astrophysics, then space science. So that's also important to survive future. If anything happens for the Earth, so we should survive the future. The next generations of the humans should come on the Earth. For that, we need to shift on another planet. For challenges and adventures. Now this is going to be a big adventure for the all who are adventure lovers. Means going to the Mars, which is 20 crore kilometer on average. Going this much far away, this is going to be a very good adventure and challenging for us. Next slide, please. The challenges of living on the Mars. It is very important because there are many challenges of living on the Mars. We will take one by one. Cold. On the temperature on the Mars is on average minus 81 degrees Celsius. So that is very hard for us to survive in that much cold temperature. Now it's very easy now. If we make a base on the Mars, so we need heaters in it, because the temperature must be more. It's very cold, so we need heaters, and automatically if we need more heaters, we will need more electricity also. And if we need more electricity, we have to generate electricity more. So that is very important. And water will be always frozen ice on the Mars, and it is very hard. Means water at minus 81 degrees Celsius is very harder than rock also. If we take water and hit anyone, his whole head only will be broken. Means this much water is hard. So we need. This is very challenge for us to dig up the water. Very thin and toxic atmosphere. The Mars atmosphere is means less than 1% that of Earth atmosphere. It's very low. So due to that, there will be many breathing problems. Means we can't breathe out directly, and we need the oxygen cylinders and everything. Toxic atmosphere. We all know on the Earth, means average, the carbon dioxide in atmosphere is present 0.03%. We all know. But on the Mars, I will tell that number, everyone will be shocked. That number is 95% carbon dioxide. With this much, means we have 0.03% on the Earth, and with this much carbon dioxide on the Mars, how could we live? So that, and the toxic atmosphere, the oxygen on the Mars is 0.16%, less than 1%. So that's very important for us to make oxygen cylinders, get more oxygen. High radiation, water frozen solid. Water frozen solid. As I tell that minus 81 degrees Celsius water is very cold for us to drink. Also, we have to sublimate it. So that is called high radiation. Radiation on the Mars is very much. The solar flares, means the radiative parts of the sun come to the Mars. The Earth has its own good magnetic field. It could protect everyone. Means humans could survive the solar flares on the Earth. But the Mars magnetic field is this much less that all the means radiation from the sun directly hit all the whole part of the Mars. So due to that, it's very hard for us to live, because if the somewhat part of the radiation comes in anyone's skin, so he could get immediately, he will get cancer. That means that is very hard for us to live. Low gravity. As I tell, the Mars gravity is 0.38%. So means when we, now this is very hard for us. Means there is 9.8 meter per second square gravity on the Earth. Now when we will take off and we will spend 6 months in the spaceship, and that time there will be zero gravity. And when that zero gravity, and when again we will come to the Mars, that time there will be gravity of 0.38% that of Earth's gravity. So that would be very hard for us, means hard for our body to adapt it. Long way from home. Earth and Mars on average are 20 crore kilometers away. When once 2 years, these both planets come together. Means very close at the distance of 6 crore kilometers. And now, and that time when we will launch that mission, in that we will need 6 months to go on the Mars. Now we will go now. Now first 6 months to going on the Mars. 6 months, and now we have to spend whole 2 years on the Mars till the Earth and Mars come closer, and again 6 months going to the Earth, means total 6 and 6 1 year, and 2 plus 1 3 years, means total 3 years are needed for one mission, one human mission, to go on the Mars and come back on the Earth. And when we will make the colony, we need to go back on the Earth again. But for first and third time, that we will need no shops. Now nothing is there on the Mars. Yes, there is nothing on the Mars to do. Next slide. What we will need to live on the Mars? There are some physical needs and technological needs I have classified. So physical needs are water, air, food, warmth, sunshine, clothing. And the technological are electricity, tools, computers and communications, vehicles and fuels and materials. Next. Water. There is plenty of water on the Mars, but that is frozen of minus 81 degrees Celsius. But ice is very cold. Ice is harder than rock. Very hard to dig. That I have explained. Solution. We could heat up the ground, and that will cause ice to sublimate, because that's not liquefied from billions of the years. So that will directly sublimate. We will capture the steam, and when we will capture the steam, that time we could condense it. Also, we could recycle the water. Air. On the Earth, air is oxygen is 24.9%, and nitrogen is 78%. And we could make air on the Mars also like this. We will do simply, nitrogen is available in the Mars atmosphere, and other elements also. We will extract that and send it to the atmosphere of the Mars. And the oxygen we will extract from CO2. Plenty of CO2 on the Mars, 95% atmosphere. water from the water we could extract the oxygen. Fe, Fe2O3 we could etc. With this all materials we could extract oxygen. Recycle using plants, photosynthesis. Plants will take carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Next.
ठीक है
Yes.
वो देगा
As dirt is not suited for life yet. Then we could go using hydroponics. We will keep the plants in the water. Aquaponics with fish and chickens and eggs. We have to bring